Yeah, hi, good evening. So yesterday just we are discussing about this MVVM architecture, right? So in this MVVM architecture, so yesterday we added one class called Retrofit client. So in this retrofit client, right? So first I have defined one client here. So that is like OK HTTPS. So for that we use normally like unsafe OK HTTP means if any kind of URL like either it will be HTTP or HTTPS, any kind of URL it will work. So that we added here indicated like that class will create next year. So after that, I created one builder. So that is with reference of the retrofit builder I have created. So for that now extra we added this above client means I should handle the any kind of URL. So that's the reason we added that. After that, the base URL added. So I had converted factor. This is common. After within a this now I have excluded some modifiers. So like that modifiers maybe like if it is the any kind of data, either it should be static, final, or transit. So that kind of things it will handle. And also it will exclude any exceptions will console any exceptions it will column also that completely it will handle, even nulls, everything it will be handled. So that extra advantage we are giving with this architecture. In a general one we cannot use this, so that's the reason we added like this is the one. Then after that here we created just we added a retrofit, we made we bind this one into this. And after that we need one service here, so to handle the background processes, so that service we added. So this retrofit we added, this means this will be run on a background thread, not in a foreground thread. So it should be run on a background thread. So that's the reason we created that as a create service. So this what we created yesterday in this class. Right now, here I need one more class that we called as an service generator. So within a SIEM network here, I need one more class called that is the service generator. So that is service generator. So service generator, I have created the service generator. So within this service generator now, we will add like a client, okay, HTTP is the token and all we will add in this. So for that now, first I'll define that var. So that is like, first of all, like similar this client, same client I'll define there. So here service generator. So here now I'll define the same OK HTTP client. So then private val. So one more client I need, that is client one equal to client one equal to, so that I'll write as the get client. So get client. So get client. ENT, right? Get client. Yeah, so get client, I've added here this. Then after this, now I want like a private val. So that is the call. So that is a retrofit call. So we have to define here this call. So that is the call. So retrofit call. So that is equal to null. Then after here now, so like I want to get URL. So that is a private val. So URL equal to, so something I'm defining here, one method called get URL. So these all are like I'm defining this URLs here, this, right? Now here I'll create one companion object. So to set the token, so private var set token. So I want to set the token. So means whatever the token we are generating, like normally for every request, normally we'll get a token. So the basic your basic thing, we are not getting the token. But if we can go in advanced level, so like we will get the token. So that token we have to handle here. So that's the reason just I'm handling this token here, right? Then I need this get URL. So with this, I'll create one more class here. So that is a private function. So get URL. So I'm creating for that here. Now that is a string. So this we are getting in the form of string, right? So this URL. sorry, return. This return, where we can get this return. So URL helper dot URL helper dot. From there, we are getting the base URL. So that is done. So then outside of this, now var JSON. So just I want to handle the JSON here. So for the JSON, so I'm using JSON builder. So dot set latenant. So that latenant here, this latenant will help like to have any gaps in between, so it can handle all the things. So that's the just latenant dot. This means here any latency and everything, it will be handled here. This. So then private var builder means like whenever we called more than one request. So those all the kind of things, this background it can handle this, because this we are creating as a service generator, right? So that's the reason. So next here now retrofit dot builder. So within a this now client. So whatever I defined above client, not client one, client. So then base URL. So that URL we define above already URL, right? So that URL add convert refactory. So from the convert refactory here, now the JSON convert refactory dot create. So but here extra I'm sending this above JSON, means this latent and that we are handling, right? So that I'm sending into this here extra. So then after here now I'm creating one more private valve. So that is a retrofit equal to, so builder dot build. So I'm building that retrofit build here. I'm building this, means this builder I'm building here this. So even for this also similar kind of service we have to create here. So we created this service, right? So same service here in a service generator also we have to create here this. So I created the same service here this. Then after now here we created one more like so I want to create like a get client. So this method I have to handle here. So just I want to handle here this method. So that is for that also I'm creating private function. So that is a get client. So colon. So here this is okay HTTP. Okay HTTP, I'm handling this. So val HTTP client equal to, so okay HTTP dot builder. So this okay HTTP here I'm handling that. So okay HTTP dot builder. Right. So within this now, again I'm handling this HTTP client dot add. So here now like interceptor I'm adding this. So this interceptor will build the OKHTTP backend side, whatever the things it will handle like chain by chain, it will execute the process. So that is the chain colon. So in this interspector, so interspector dot chain. So we have to handle that interspector chain. So interspector dot chain. What happened here? Add interspector. Here we have to add within this. Again, we have to add interspector. Oh, sorry, not this brace. That's the reason it is not generating. This is the bracket. So within this bracket here now, we have to handle this interspector. So after this, now within this here, we have to create a chain, chain dot, chain colon interspector, interspector dot chain. So interspector dot chain. So we'll create like, so in this now again whatever the values we'll create, like all values where like whatever the values we are handling, that all the things we have to handle here. So that is original equal to chain dot request. So for the chain we are sending the original request. So for this, now we have to send the headers. So like, so this is the case, like whatever I'm writing this case now, this is the some specialized case, like specialized case in like whenever we are calling the payment gateways, like last time we used only in https, like I mean in header we are handling only JSON type. So apart from the JSON, so like whenever we got any extra third party, like third party side, if we get any kind of other request now, so they will share that data, so that we have to handle here. So that is a with comma. So here now, so that is in a XML format, like I'm writing some example. So like means whenever you have handling third party, so they will give what type we have to add, so that they will give, so that we can add that. So HTTP request something I'm adding here this. Then after that header. So header. So within this header now here again content type colon application slash JSON. So the next header. So I'm adding next header. So within this next header now, so we have to add here. So that is authorization. So if any authorization required, like sometimes it will generate a token. So those kind of token we have to handle. So here authorization. So comma, like any token. Normally we'll call it as a barrier token. Something barrier token whenever this barrier token will be there. So that we can get from the application side. So that barrier token we will add here in this. So the next here dot method. So this we are sending to this method. So that is the original, whatever original we created above, right? That original dot. So original dot method. So that original method here we are calling again. So that original dot method, comma, original dot body. So whatever the method as well as the body. So those two things here we are calling. Then build. So here adding this. So finally chain dot proceed. So here the request, not retrofit here. This is the request. So that request we have to send in this. That so then outside of this HTTP client dot connect. So that is a connection timeout. So you have to define connection timeout. So that I'm defining like it is in a milliseconds, means the timeout in seconds or milliseconds you have to define. So time unit dot seconds I'll define in a seconds. So then return of HTTP client dot build. So this we are getting the return with this, right? So this request we have to handle here now. So will be done. So then here,
Sir, can you repeat this function?
yeah, I'll repeat just a minute. First, we'll,
Explain.
yeah. First, we'll fix this issue. Then I'll come back to that. So here it is header, name header. So XML HTTP request. This is correct only. Why it is showing an error? So first one it is X requested dot with comma. So here original chain request. Original chain request. So then here something I forgot, like, yeah, wait. Where request equal to original dot new builder. Yeah, we have to add this new builder, then it will be fine. Yeah. So now Here, see, this method normally we will use when we are handling the third party requests like payment gateway or any security related things whenever it is involved. So that time in every APIs we will get like some barrier token or the headers are extra. But yesterday here we've written somewhere here now API client. Here we have written the direct JSON client. This is so normal request. This will be handled, but whenever it is in a security level, a backend side, so there we have to add this method. So in this method, like what we are adding, so just let client. So to get the client, so now okay HTTP request. This okay HTTP request we are handling here. So for that introspector, so this introspector will handle the whatever the like observers data, whatever that's a data interface, like it will be simple called as an interface. So this can handle the data enter this thing. So for that here we are angling the process. So these headers will be provided by the third party itself. They will give okay, you have to add these headers. But sample headers I have added, majority of the people will use like this. That's the reason I added this. So then after that method, so that method and what this build. So for that just we have given a timeout. So this is what we created here in this. Then after that here now we have to create two more methods. So that is one is the get token, so the next is the set token. So first I have to get the token. So this token from the above we have to get that. So that is in the form of string we are getting. So that I added here this. So that is a return set token. So from the set token we have to get this. Then one more function we create. So set token. So I want to set the token. So that is by using the method called set token. So that set token. So this is also we are getting set token in the form of string only. Right. So then so here for the service generator, from the service generator dot set token. So set token equal to set token. So this is the set token can be done here in this. So this is the normal process. It happens here. This set token. So then after like here we created this unsafe, right? So this unsafe we have to handle here. So this is the class, like you have to handle unsafe OK HTTP client. So that we will create now here one class within the same network here. So this is the class I'm creating here. So this is the class. It will be it should be little bit complicated, but this code always will be same for every project. Means here like where we have to handle that this class. So that is an object format it will handle. So that we have to handle here unsafe HTTP. So that we will try here now. Like yeah, this will be little bit complicated, but always we'll use the common. So for that here now unsafe. So this is unsafe HTTP client colon. So that is the okay HTTP client. Right here now I want to get equal to try. So first I'm trying mix here. Why we are doing here means like when you create like trust certificates, like I get HTTPS, HTTP. So those all are like we have to create a trust certificate. So that's the reason just we have to get whatever the third party we have get. You have to handle that one. So that we will hear this. So for this now we got here this trust certificate, right? So now we have to handle here the trust certificates. So for that here now first we have to get that suppress linked. So from the suppress linked. So from here suppress linked. So in this now, like first of all, custom X 509 means this is also majority we will get from there, or it should be common for almost all the HTTP certificates, this class, whatever I created, this class is so trust X manager. So from the trust manager, we have to get the value. So that value is nothing but here. So that trust all. Why it is not coming? Trust all sets. So trust all sets equal to so here it is equal to better this we will write in the next line. So that is array of so here now like whatever the trust all array of so that we have to get here. So in this now we have to define that one that is a trust manager. So we want a trust manager. So trust manager. So that is SSL related. Just I told right. So that SSL manager related here we are handling. One is the object. So that is colon. So that is the X59 trust manager. So this custom I'll remove from here. X509 trust manager. So this is the trust manager. So here we have to trust this. So from this is the from third party, right? So a lot of providers will be there to get that means HTTPS, right? So certificates normally will get. So that is it is handling here. So now trust manager. So here now again we need suppress lint. So here now we have to define trust. So trust all 509. So whatever that means, any provider we have to support. So that's why I said like trust all providers like this. Then here it has an override method. So that is a check trusted. So that we have to create here. So this is the method. So it will be trust chain. This will be created in this. So override trust chain. So chain 509 method string it is created here, right? So then after here now again one more the suppress lint. So again the same we have to create here trust all manager. So again one more override method here. So that is the check server trusted. So again we have to create here. So means here like lot of methods we have it will be handled. So that's the reason we have to create this. So here one more override function. So that is get this one accept this array list. So this we have to handle here. So here now it written off. So here we are getting the array of like whatever the formats we are getting. So that will come under into this. Right. So then after this now. So we have like certification related code. So that is the SSL context. So we have to define the context, what type of context. So that is SSL context equal to. So that is this original class I'll give you. So maybe like I'm writing if any mistake. So after this we'll adjust in this class. But just I'm writing randomly this all the code because this no need to remember. So always you can copy from somewhere. So get instant. So that is the so that is SSL. So this instant we are getting here this instant. So then SSL context dot init. So in this first position, it will be null. So then after that, whatever we created that trust all sets. So that method here defined. Also here now, that is a secure random. So like whatever, like any other things will come. So that also it should handle. So that's why secure random security this added in this. Right. So then here now, for this we have to set factory for all trusting. So we have to create one for all factory. So for that, again, I'm defining var SSL. So that is like a SSL socket factory something. Yeah, SSL socket factory. So that is SSL context dot socket factory. So that I have to define here this. Like next we have to create one builder for this. So that is a builder equal to, so that is OKHTTP client dot, so builder. So we are building the request with reference of this. Then here now builder dot, so even it should handle the catchy. So that catchy means here I'll put this null, means it should be it will handle the null. So I'm handling this as the null. So null it will handle this data here. This then builder dot SSL socket factory. So then in this SSL socket factory dot trust. So like we created trust all sets, right? So all sets of, like it will give the position by position. So initially we are defining as a 0, that is as X509 trust manager. So as X509 trust manager, it is handling this. Then here now, based on this builder, so we should have that host name verifier, like that host name, whatever the URL, like I'm calling like AndroIndian.com, something like that, right? So that should be also proper or not, it should check that. So for that also here now builder dot, so that is a host name verifier. So within this host name verifier, so host name verifier here now, so that is the host name verifier. Here you have to create a class for that. So that is host name. So host name that we will get in the form of string. Then for that session, so that session could be colon. So that is SSL session. SSL session. Then default it is getting the true. So default it is getting the true. So till it is here. Then after this now, so here we need an again that introspector, like there we added that introspector, right? So that function here we required. So that is the introspector equal to, so here HTTP. So this class I already told, like it is little bit complicated. Again, after writing now, once we'll go through from up to bottom again, so that getting introspector, right? Then introspector dot that level. So it will check one by one level. So that is through HTTP login. HTTP login inspector dot level dot. So that is the body. So it will check the entire this introspector. Then this we map with the builder. So that builder dot add introspector. So what we have to add this introspector here. So that is the introspector we are adding this. Then again we have to add this with the reference of the builder. So that builder dot add introspector. So within this, again it will be the introspector. The introspector of, so chain, like there we created a chain request, right? So the similar chain request here. So it is handling here. Maybe here we can copy this. So from here, I'll paste this. So introspector. So introspector dot chain. So here, like here also, method original builder. So whatever these things, we have to accept here this same things here. This. So where the chain dot proceed. So we cannot copy all the things. Yeah. Chain dot proceed, we not copied here.